Hey guys, welcome back to the Sullivan family. So after I did my vegetable stew recipe the other day, I am going to try another new recipe. Well, actually my vegetable stew one wasn't new, but I mean as I filmed it, it was. So I'm going to try, this is a new recipe, kind of. So I'm going to do a vegetable chilli. Now I've never done a vegetable chilli before. I've normally only done a beef mince chilli, but as everybody's gone off beef mince a little bit, I'm just going to do a vegetable chilli instead. So I'm basically going to do it exactly the same way as I'd normally do a beef chilli, but I'm just going to add vegetables instead. So I've got carrots, lots of carrots, peppers. I've run out of onions, so I'm not going to put any onions in. I thought I had some in the freezer, but I don't. Chopped tomatoes, kidney beans, sweet corn, because I love chucking sweet corn in things, and I'm going to use a chilli powder rather than a jar. I could probably make it my own, but I haven't got enough spices and stuff, and I'm never sure which ones to add, so I'm just going to use a packet. How hot it is, I don't know. It says hot, but it says extra hot. I quite like it hot, and some of the kids like it hot, and the ones that don't like it hot won't eat it anyway. So as I said before, it'll be probably half and half. We'll eat it, some of the kids will eat it, and some of them won't. So again, I've got lots of people in and out tonight, so it's kind of just going to be on the stove. If anybody wants to eat it, they can. If not, they can have something else. I had a few comments in some of mine in the last video about you know, not making the kids eat everything, and how they should eat exactly what I serve. But as I've said many times before, that's not how we do things around here. I don't make them eat stuff that they don't like. I encourage them to try things, but I don't make them eat if they're not gonna like something. Number one, I can't afford to waste food. Number two, I don't want to create unhealthy boundaries around food. I don't want to create any kind of unhealthiness mental health wise around food that aren't necessary. So I'm not going to sit there and make my kids eat their dinner until they leave the table, because that's just not how we do things. So, you know, they don't get biscuits and stuff if they don't eat, or, you know, don't eat what I've given them, but I'll normally give them what I know they will eat. So anyway, I'm going to get on with chopping up my veg and add that to the pan, and then we'll do the next bit. So I'm just going to chop up my veg first. Right, so I'm kind of, rather than doing them in whole circles, I'm kind of chopping in little chunks for this instead. I might be far enough over that you can see. But so I'm just chopping it in half, and then I'll do this side, on that side you can't see, and then half again, and just chopping so you get like little chunks instead. As I've said before, I'm kind of a bit of I like to experiment with different foods, and I used to do quite a lot of, I used to be a vegetarian when I was younger, sort of in my teens, and I used to like to experiment with different recipes, different foods. I used to live off pasta, to be fair, but you know, I used to like making lots of different, and when the older ones were smaller, I used to kind of cook quite a lot of stuff for them when they were little. Over the years, circumstances, I don't quite always cook quite as much, you know, having to be out places, but I'm trying to cook more new things. I think you kind of get, sometimes you get stuck in a bit of a rut, don't you, with eating the same sort of things that you know how to cook, that are quick and that are easy, and you kind of end up just getting stuck in a little bit of a rut. So I'm trying to introduce a few new things, and as I've said before, not all the kids are overly keen on meat. We do like chicken, and some of them like sausages, but a lot of them aren't overly keen on meat. I'm not that overly fussed about eating lots of meat. There's lots of other ways of getting, you know, proteins into kids, lentils, pulses, all those sorts of things. And you know, most of them will eat those sorts of things. They all eat a lot of fruit, so they make up for their, maybe even if they won't try meals, a lot of them make up for it by the amount of fruit that they eat. So, you know, in an ideal world, you'd have people that would eat everything, but I don't know many adults that eat everything that, or like everything, because I know there's things that I don't like, and most of the people that I know, there's things that they don't like. So anyway, yeah, so I'm kind of experimenting here, but I'm pretty sure that it'll turn out nice, and we'll eat it anyway, to be fair. We're normally so hungry by the end of the night, we'll eat anything. But you do, I know we kind of tend to, because we do eat later, we tend to be reaching for something that's quick and easy. So if we've got something that's already been cooked, it's always helpful, because it just needs heating up. I'm just going to check the peppers. So that's the carrots. Carrots all done. Basically, my veg is just replacing the meat. I'm sure that'll be fine. I'm sure it will work just fine. We don't need a recipe. We'll just make it work. Right, so I'm just going to chop these peppers up into small kind of chunks, a bit like I did with the carrots, and put them straight in as well. Right, so that is all the peppers cut up as well. So we're lucky here that we have our food waste collected, which is great. If it was our house, if we live, you know, weren't renting from the military, I'd probably have a compost in the garden to chuck all this sort of stuff on, but we don't. So, but at least it does go. We've got our own food waste that they come and collect, so that's great. So put that there. Right. So that's peppers and carrots. It's lucky the kids are at school because they probably have eaten half of this, because some of them really like it. So I'm now going to put in the chopped tomatoes, the kidney beans, and the sweet corn. Right, so I'm not gonna drain anything off of any of them. I'm just gonna put it all in. Chopped tomatoes, I love kidney beans. Some of them don't like kidney beans, but I do. Ben's just walking in and writing things on my calendar.
Hi!
Do they make these tins so difficult? And like chop half your hand off trying to get it off. Right. Check the tins on that thing. Right. Right, I'm going to give it a bit of a mix around. Already looks really nice. Actually, these kidney beans that I bought, I've got a hint of, they're in like a chili sauce. Never wear pink or white when you're cooking, or I really should just wear an apron, but I always forget and then get it all over myself. Anyway, right, so I need to add, I'll put this in a minute, start heating up a little bit. What do we need to do? Shove it in with some cold water. Easy as that. I've never used this one before. I used to use a lot of packet sauces, but I've not used this one before. It says 125 mils of water, but I might add a little bit more. I'll just get some water. 125, let's just go to it. I've got nearly 400 mil, so there's quite a lot of veg in there. Right. You can see that actually. Looks really nice. It smells really nice. I'm actually debated whether to add a can of beans. I might just add a can of beans as well, because they're always good to add into things. Just normal baked beans. Heinz baked beans. I love Heinz baked beans. I used to shove beans in quite a lot of my recipes when I was younger, just for like an extra bit of fibre. So, I'm going to put the lid on, bring it to the boil and just leave it to simmer for a little bit and come back. And I mean, if it was beef, you'd probably leave it for about 20 minutes. So I'll probably just leave it for that and see how we get on. I'll come back in a bit and see what it looks like. Okay, so it's been bubbling away for about half an hour, I think. It's pretty much ready. I was just waiting for the carrots to kind of go down, but it looks and tastes really yummy. I've had a taste. It is quite spicy, so I'm gonna leave it on the stove because, like I said, I've got people in and out this evening, so I'm gonna leave it on the stove for whoever wants some, and we will have some later. So I'll show you the finished plated up product later. There we go. There's dinner served. Looks super yummy. And I'm starving. Right, so I'm going to go and eat my dinner now because it smells lush and it looks really nice, and they're already eating theirs. So just another one of my winging it, chuck it together recipes, and it seemed to come out okay. I'm quite impressed. I think I'll be definitely doing it again. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to drop us a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out our link tree on YouTube and on our Facebook page. I'll give you the links to all our other pages, Instagram, TikTok, etc, etc. And I'm going to try and do one of these recipes, a different one every week. Definitely to try out some new recipes and stuff like that as well. So yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.